All of these people in my life acting berserk. I'm feeling all pissed off and hurt. I need to know if I am the jerk. Oh, am I the jerk? Oh.
All right, Bird, you want to call somebody out for being a jerk in here right now?
Yeah, I do. My friend Crawfish Carla over here. Gosh, it smells just the Dead Sea.
Hey, y'all, what's going on, y'all?
Oh, gosh.
I got a little crawfish breakfast for you.
I hate this. I know it's the week of Crawfish Festival, but man, do I hate crawfish and the smell.
Have you ever eaten a crawfish?
Yes, on this show, have I ever eaten a crawfish? Yeah.
I don't remember.
She's all like surprised, like, no way. If you've tried it, you have to have loved it.
Everybody loves crawfish.
It smells like someone took ocean water and then left it out for about 5 days next to your trash.
Crawfish might be the most perfect food.
Kevin, look. I put it on KVJ TV. Look, they look like red roaches.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
They're the most delicious little red roach you're
Don't
ever
they call them
going
like
to
the
eat.
cockroach of the sea or something like that, Virginia?
They do.
Okay.
Oh, they're so good.
Cockroach of the sea.
If all of humanity got honest, what's the percentage of people who love crawfish?
I
Is
would
it
say
high?
probably 60% of people love crawfish.
It's going to be regional is where you're going to see your spikes.
Oh, yeah. Where I'm from, 90% of people love crawfish.
Really?
Everywhere else, it's a mini lobster. Everybody loves lobster. It's just a little spicy lobster with a little kick there, y'all.
That's what it is.
Oh, suck the head, pinch the tail.
Yeah, that's going to be part of our punishment coming up for Do It Bitch. In just about 25 minutes.
Well, don't blow it. Do good at Do It Bitch, and you won't have to get down with the crawfish.
Okay, got some emails here for Am I the Jerk? This person wanted to know if they're a jerk for refusing to relinquish the best parking spot to a senior team member. It says, my senior manager was moved out of my branch office. Because of his position and seniority, he got the best parking spot in the lot. It is uniquely set alone by itself, close to our front door, and it's under a light. I don't have seniority, but I am always the first person to work in the morning. Many times it's still dark outside when I arrive. So since our senior manager is gone, I've been parking in his spot. Well, then I got an email from another coworker reminding me that they have seniority on me and that seniority determines who gets that space. Well, this person is at the exact same position that I am in the company and has only worked here 18 months longer than I have. I responded by telling them what time I arrive and said, if you want the spot, you can get here before me. And they said, sorry, it doesn't work that way. We don't have anyone in our local branch to resolve the dispute, and I'm sure the corporate office isn't going to make a ruling on something as trivial as a parking spot. So I'm keeping my space. And if my coworker gets here before I do, I'll just come earlier than them. I'm competitive like that. Am I being a jerk?
I don't think you are, because if the spot is not labeled and designated as it's Ralph's spot, the branch manager's spot. If it's just any spot and it's up for grabs, first one gets it.
Yeah.
Early bird gets the worm.
I think so too. I think that's kind of where you are right now. I mean, the only people that's really just senior management that get to dictate parking spots. Now, we all kind of have our own routines, but you can park anywhere you want.
Yeah. This is silly, too. You step back and realize that he's being ridiculous. Whoever gets there first gets the spot. Don't engage with this person because they sound a little unhinged.
You know what I do? I've been parking in the worst spot in the parking lot where you have to walk a great distance. It's kind of, I don't know, I feel like it just makes you mentally tougher. Park in the terrible spot.
Aren't you a martyr?
Well, I'm not martyr. It's not about martyr. It's just more about...
Makes you more hungry?
Makes me more hungry.
Yeah.
Hunger towards life, Virginia.
Are you hungry for crawfish?
No, I'm not. It's awful.
This person wanted to know, am I the jerk for reclining my seat? It says, I fly 150,000 miles a year for business, and I was about to fly 4.5 hours on a delayed plane that was going to prevent me from getting any sleep in my hotel before my meeting. So as soon as we took off, I reclined my seat to get some sleep. And then the guy behind me tapped my shoulder and said, yeah, you can't recline. I got to use my laptop to get some work done. Well, I'm a big guy, and I got some issues sleeping on planes as is. And I explained that, look, I need to recline because I got to get some sleep. And I said, look, if you recline your seat, then you'll, make up for the lost space and be able to
Right.
complete your work.
Right.
So he called over the flight attendant and asked her to make me return my seat to the upright position. She told him that reclining was well within my right as a paying passenger. He called her useless and said I was an a-hole.
Wow.
As we got off the plane, he told me he hoped that I got some good sleep because he didn't get any work done. I did apologize, but he just flipped me off. I'm sorry, but there's no way to get comfortable on a plane without making someone else uncomfortable, even in first class. I do feel bad for the guy, but I think I was justified by what I did. Do you think I'm the jerk?
No, you're not a jerk.
Well, there's a reclining on there for a reason because you're allowed to recline your chair. If it wasn't allowed, it wouldn't be there.
Yeah.
The one guy's the jerk. He runs too hot. His family doesn't really like him, probably.
I can't believe he had the balls to tap you on the shoulder and tell
Right.
you that you shouldn't recline, and then get the flight attendant involved, waste her time, call her names. Yeah, do not even worry. Don't sweat this guy. He's a tool.
I mean, all these crazy stories about the planes these days. I think I'm becoming a train man.
Yeah. Switch it up.
See you guys. See you there in 3 days.
Well, there's another Am I the Jerk situation that is going off right now. People are debating on social media. There is a player for the Toronto Blue Jays. His name is Anthony Bass, and he posted a photo of his 2 toddler daughters on a flight playing on electronic devices with popcorn strewn all over the floor. His wife was traveling alone with the 2 kids, and in the accompanying caption, he explained that the flight attendant just made my 22-week pregnant wife traveling with a 5-year-old and 2-year-old get on her hands and knees to pick up the popcorn mess by my youngest daughter. Are you kidding me? So that was kind of the debate.
He puts this on Twitter. He thinks everyone's going to have his back. He goes,
And they don't.
they don't, because make sure your kids ain't wreaking havoc in the world.
One user replied that pregnant women can bend, but if they wanted to avoid the situation, then it'd be best to not give your child popcorn on a plane. Well, he fired back. He said, United provided the popcorn, not my wife.
Oh, he doubled down because he started getting, everyone started turning on him. He was like, oh, well, furthermore, let me tell you this part.
Another commenter and fellow father wrote, I've got 3 kids. I just flew coach 12 hours, and I was able to clean up after them for every mess. It's called parenting.
The thing people were saying was, you should never ask a pregnant woman to do that. She shouldn't be crawling on the ground picking up popcorn. And then pregnant women started going in on those people saying, just because you're pregnant doesn't mean you can't take care of your other kids and pick up popcorn.
Yeah.
What a fun fight.
It was a fun fight because Bass looks like the jerk, in my opinion, on this. You can't have your kids wreak havoc and then double down about them not picking up stuff and then you not picking it up for them. That's why we've got entitled brats running amok.
Yeah.
Because no one parents their kids.
Should you always clean up an excess mess you make on an airplane?
Yes, because that's hashtag be cool. If you made the mess, you should clean it up.
Okay. What do you think, Virginia? Your sister is a flight attendant. Is that a flight attendant's job, or is it something that you should do to be cool?
So there's actually a cleaning team that comes and does this. After everybody gets off the plane, they come through and they clean the plane. But if it's excessive mess, and I saw the picture, there was a lot of popcorn on the ground. Like, did these kids even eat any of the popcorn, or did they just throw it on the ground?
And just because there's a cleaning up team coming in there, does that make it cool to be a jerk of, this and that? No, it really doesn't.
If there's an excessive mess, you should do whatever you can to try to help clean it up as the parent of the kid that made the mess. But the flight attendant, on the same token, I don't think she's supposed to be telling people to get on their hands and knees on the floor and pick up popcorn. I think there's a little wrong on both sides.
Just as a parent, I think you're kind of teaching your kid not to clean up their own messes in public. And you would see that. You would see this in the baseball camp that I used to teach the little kids. There were some kids that were so good at just picking up stuff, and then there was other parents that would carry everything, let them just throw the balls everywhere. They wouldn't pick up after them, and it would wreak havoc on the entire camp. And their parents weren't doing them any good because all the instructors didn't like the kid or the parent after that. You're just teaching your kid to be a little jerk.
Yeah, you have to pull your weight. And if you don't pull your weight when it comes to cleanup time in this world, things are going to go bad for you, and people are going to not like you.
I'll have Suits put up a YouTube poll. Should this pregnant mom have cleaned up her kid's popcorn mess on the plane? Yes or no?
I think I'm not going to say which way they're going to vote, but I think I know how they'll vote.
Okay.
Hopefully, I'm not wrong.
All right. If you want to get in on the conversation, have your voice be heard, go to YouTube, look for the KVJ Show, and jump into our chat.